The star grandchildren had now come until their full powers, and was now 5 years old. Even though they had full control of their powers, they weren't eager to use them, unless they were forced to, and they never really had a reason to, and that was a concern for Lady Ashley. She often wondered if they would really attack when there was a real need to, but she had faith that they would know what to do when the time came, if ever a time exists. In the Land of Taroc, Herman and Hawkeye watched every move the Star family made to figure out where they may be hiding, because they both realized they were watching ghosts. They even had a few of their demon friends and associates on the lookout, because they all wanted to have the powers this family possessed. Lady Ashley knew it would be risky teleporting in and out of the land, because she knew the family was being watched, but their supplies were getting low, and she was the fastest and quickest at moving in and out, but not this particular day. Hawkeye saw both versions of her and followed one, while Herman followed the other one. It happened quick, but Hawkeye found the real family and started putting a plan together. When he did find the family, he had no idea that the family grew so much and so big in the last 5 years.
Interesting. The whole family may have powers. I think I will start with the kids first.
He went back and shared what he had learned about the family.
I found the real family through a magical portal. The environment is heavily protected, and it's not easy to get in or out of without the family allowing you to. We will proceed with caution.
Hawkeye almost didn't get in because Lady Ashley is so fast, and she doesn't teleport often, and their home has a forest field barrier around it that no one can see with a human eye. The grandchildren would have to be lured out if Hawkeye wanted their plan to succeed. Their plan was to lure the grandchildren in a trap that they could not escape, or re-enter back into the forest field that protects them, and abstract their essence, their parents' essence, and their grandparents' essence, to have full control, which was pretty ambitious, to try again on powerful celestial beings, but it was their goal, nevertheless. They did what anyone would do to get kids' attention. They created a fake carnival with toys and games on the outside of the forest field that only the kids would see. Hawkeye stayed in that forest field a while, observing the kids' activities and what they liked to do, how many there were and what the adults did while they played. Plus, it took him a minute to find a way out, so he studied them before he left, so he knew that this would be the bait to draw them in, or in this case, draw them out. All of the kids were playing outside, and they noticed the carnival going on. And of course, they are curious, like their parents and grandparents. So, they run to see what's going on. They never saw anything quite like it, and because they were the only family where they were, no one knew of their existence. And their parents weren't really paying attention or concerned a whole lot about anything happening to them because they were the only family there, until they called in the kids for lunch, and no one responded, and no one could be found. The parents panicked, but the grandparents remember everything they taught them and hoped they would utilize their skills and knowledge when the time called for it. The grandparents then decided to enhance their children's powers, to make them stronger than ever, and more courageous. Lord Germain and Lady Ashley created a huge portal, and Lord Gary and Lady Kayla created a huge chariot to transport the whole family together in the forest field as a group, so they could return as a group. The essence of Lady Kayla will look from their protected home in the Land of Taroc through her magical ball to see what she finds while the parents look. Meanwhile, Lady Ashley had her suspicions about their disappearance, and now she will return to the Land of Taroc to connect with the real Lady Ashley temporarily. Lord Germain and Lord Gary will work their magic from the Land of Taroc and keep in contact telepathically with their children. All of the star grandchildren were enjoying themselves, and then they realized how late it was getting, and they no longer could see where home was, and began trying to find it. They didn't realize how far away they had gotten from home, and they noticed that everything that they enjoyed the day disappeared suddenly right in front of them. They began to huddle closer together and held each other for comfort. Hawkeye, Herman, and all their minions gathered around the grandchildren and put them in a box big enough to carry them all with holes around it, similar to jail, and took them to their hideout. The children were in a box, and they thought about what Grandma Ashley told them to say out loud if they were lost and wanted to return home. They all recited,
Grandma, Granny, Grandpa, and Paw-Pops.
Send your light as quick as you can. Protect me with your soul and cover me with your spirit, as you deliver us from a place unknown to a place called home.
They all magically disappeared to their home in the Land of Taroc. The grandchildren ended up in the real Land of Taroc, right, with their real grandparents, not their essence. And when they saw their grandparents and arrived where they were all so happy to see each other. But Ayana asked,
Oh, where is this place? It's not the home I remember, and where are our parents?
Tatiana commented.
It's beautiful here, and I wouldn't mind this being my home.
Granny Kayla replied,
This is your true home. The home you know is a temporary home, and a home to protect you during uncertain times, but you return to your real home.
Grandpa Germain asked,
What happened, and what led to you all to using a spell to come home?
Calvin explained,
We were taken and captured and lured in somehow from some not so good people.
Lady Ashley suggested, Let's use their essence, or part of their essence, to send them back if it's possible to capture who lured them in the first place. Lady Ashley, Lady Kayla, Lord Gary, and Lord Germain all agreed to keep the real children safe in the Land of Taroc with the essence of their parents, and send their essence from where they came, back to where they came, with a white spell and with the abilities they have, so if they needed to defend themselves, they could with a boost of their powers, while their parents track the dark forces behind the children's disappearance, and make them think the dark forces still have the real children, so they can still look for them and capture the dark forces.